Yo, I'm gonna show you how to build the brake light flasher that I installed on Lowtech's Evo coming up. What's up guys, I'm Chris from FlyRyde.com. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time on the channel and you wanna learn all about what parts I use, how I install them, and why I use those parts, start now by subscribing to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any future uploads. So we've got the factory bulb in that side, and then we've got the super bright bulb on the other side. Let's change this thing out. I've got the bulb here in the trunk. So this will show you what the actual 7440 bulb looks like in amber. So that is just gonna swap out this, which I've already removed mostly from the light. So I wanna take it out. It's probably hot, of course. Hot. And in we go. Oof. That hurts my eyes. Dude, these little triangle insert things on Evos drive me crazy. Ooh, this is actually a cool little thing to show too. Most lights you can't see this. See this little patch right here? That's a Gore-Tex patch. That means that it is letting air escape and vent from the inside out, but it won't let water go through this way. It's like a one-way valve to make sure that you don't have condensation in your lights. We're gonna do a video coming up on those where you can see how you can add those to properly vent lights if you're building something custom. Now let's get on with this show. We're gonna do the brake light flasher. The cool thing is if you do have those things installed and they're on any car, it doesn't really matter what kind of car it is, you can change how many flashes there are. You can also change how fast they flash, and you can change the mode of those flashes. So all of that stuff is covered in a different video. I don't wanna get into it here. I just wanna show you how you can actually make the kit that I used to do the install on Lowtech's car here. Yeah, I love that. One of George's big asks on this was he really wanted these things to flash with those because of the brake light flasher. And then we also tied in the third brake light there. If there was a fourth brake light, we could tie that in. We could also hit the like button for me. That would be awesome.
Eventually.
This is our parts list. This is going to be to make a universal brake light flasher kit. So we've got extension wire, our actual brake light flasher, FlyRyde green heat shrink to hide everything. We've got the control push button momentary switch, cutoff for the brake light switch, and then we've got our various connectors that we're going to use to make all of this into one nice compact little system. The idea here is that I'm going to do all of this without using any solder. And so as much as I like the fact that these ends are nice and tinned up, I'm just going to cut them all off, make a huge mess, strip the ends. I know that I don't need this green wire because that's for a programming feature this module does not come with. So that's out of there. I got to strip my programming wires, and these are going to be the blue and white ones. These are going to get a super thin little connector as well as this red wire. So that's the first step I'm going to do, is making sure that I've got these super thin little butt connectors. And you don't have to use that, you can use something way less cool, but I'm going to have them all sandwiched in here, and I don't want bulky connectors everywhere. I also don't want to take the time to solder. These are all going to come in the DIY kit for 40 bucks. And you can do all this stuff yourself if you got the tools. Next step, we've got our ground wire, which is going to be connected onto the car with one simple connection. So we're going to T-tap into the car's ground wire for that. So I'm going to go ahead, crimp that on there, make sure that that little spade connector is right in the middle. Slide on our T-tap. We can forget about that wire now. And the last one is going to be our output wire. That is for the LEDs, the LED bulbs, the whatever we want to power the third brake light. We're going to connect that with a wire to go over to the second tail light. We can also send this, like I said, to a third, fourth brake light, whatever we want. And because we have a slightly bigger connection there, 2 wires, we're going to use a slightly bigger connector that fits those 2 wires inside of it perfect. Okay, so that's done. Now what we want to connect to the wire coming from the actual brake light bulbs is going to be this connector. We're going to cut that wire that's normally fed by the brake light wire in the car. We're going to cut it in half. One side, the one going to the bulbs, is going to connect to this male connector here. After we add this switch in there so that we can turn on and off power simply, what we want to do is put the opposite kind of connector so that we can always unplug all of this stuff and just plug the brake light wire where we cut it in half right back into itself. And then we can be back to stock. Super fast and easy. In this case, I want to have solid connections here, so I'm just going to throw in the black wire here from the switch to the main power wire feeding this brake light flasher module. Really dig these little super thin connectors. They're awesome. Okay, we're good. Nice and strong. And then on the end of this, where we're going to tap into the car itself, we want to have, like I said before, we want to have the opposite connector so that they can both plug into each other, which means whatever's plugged into this is what I'm going to put on there. That'll make sense in a second. Okay. Another thing is you don't want to crimp too hard down on a wire like that. It's very thin. And then, like I said, that thing, you got to watch it, make sure it goes right back in the middle, slide in this wire. So go with me on this. Imagine that you've got your brake light wire, let's say it's this, right? And you chop that red wire in half. The first half is coming from the vehicle, second half is going to the bulb. So the part that's coming from the vehicle is going to get this connector on there. And then the one that's going to the bulbs is going to get this connector on there. And so if you ever remove this brake light flasher, now you have your original brake light wire with this part on one end, this part on the other end. They can just go right back into each other. If that doesn't make sense, watch it again. Here we go. We're going to finish up by connecting our programming wires right here. And same thing, I don't want to trust that original connection, so I'm going to cut, strip, and crimp those back down with some fresh wires. Also, if you don't have good strippers, make sure that you have something that's not accidentally cutting the wire every time you make a little strip joint there. And you might want to twist these up if you can't get them to go in perfectly without folding up on themselves. Good, and twist this guy. We're done. We literally just made a custom brake light flasher with an extension to go over to the other side. So we can absolutely prep that, make it ready so that just like the first thing that I talked about where we take the brake wire on wherever we're installing this, whichever side, passenger, driver side, doesn't matter. You just want to have it to where you can cut the brake wire on the opposite tail light and then take the one coming from the bulbs, put this connector on there, and now this will be feeding that as well. To make this somewhat terribly ugly, we can fold up these wires in a way that we can make all of our connections on one end of it and then run all of the wires that are coming out of it, or a program pin, whatever we want to do on the other side. I'm just going to do it just like that. All right, so every connection has been made. Now we're just going to slide this heat shrink over our extension wire, and then we're just going to fold these guys so that they are not sticking out all over the place. We want them to be tucked inside where the actual module's at. And we can heat shrink everything up. And we've taken $40 of parts and turned it into a $50 product. One extra thing I like to do is just join up programming button with the on-off switch, just so that everything's all tidy. And now we've got programming on-off for brake light. We have our output wire, we have our input wire, and we have our ground wire. That's the only three connections that we need to make. This requires no cutting, just crimping on the T-tap. And then these two are by cutting one wire in half. One side goes to here, one side goes to there. On the opposite side, same thing. Cut one wire, one side goes to this, the other side you can just tape up.
All right, so the question for this video is, does it make more sense for you to spend 50 bucks on the components already assembled? Or is this something that you would want to do so that you can kind of modify it, change it up, maybe add a third brake or even a fourth brake light wire connection to it so everything's changing all at the same time? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate it. Tell you what, you do a cool install, share it with me. I'll share your video out. I think it'll be awesome. I have a customer that's coming in just a minute. I'm gonna hand him a kit and he's gonna go install it. Maybe he'll share that video with me. So we'll ask him if he's down to do that.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
You can be on the vlog, is that okay?
Shit, no problem, man.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Likewise, man.
Is this what they're going on?
No, they're going on my son's G35.
G35?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, G35s, definitely, I've done a couple of them on that, so they'll work perfect. Let me get this guy all taken care of, and we'll finish up.
A few moments later.
Okay, so you saw that. The brake light flashers can do 4 things. They can control their speed, they can control how many flashes they have, they can control the mode that they do, and they can hit that like button for me. Well, this is turning into quite a cool project. I like it. What do you think, sir?
I think it looks great, and you should buy some LED bulbs from FlyRyde.com.
What else should they do?
Give it a big like.
Yeah, buddy! We're just gonna keep pounding that in. All right, we're gonna do some cool stuff with Jonathan coming up on his channel soon, where I show you how to clear up the headlights. We're gonna take my wife's beat up, what's it called? Kia Sorento? Yeah, it'll be dope. He does it the legit way. I've shown you how to do it. He's like, he knows how to do it all of the ways like a body shop would. Yeah. And his pops has a body shop, so that's perfect. We'll do it legit. Okay, that's coming up. I'll see you next time.
Instant replay.